So Patrick Mahomes and Cyrus Allen has been building some elite chemistry, and they absolutely look scary. Now, the best thing about this is that the Kansas City Chiefs, they need somebody that could separate, and they need somebody that can route run. Obviously, they have Rashid Rice, but he's not your best route runner. Obviously, they have Xavier Worthy, who runs very good routes, but sometimes he just struggles with, separation issues. And Cyrus Allen, right? He's a different wide receiver now. Usually, the wide receivers we hype up is usually wide receivers that just doesn't have that type of talent. Cyrus Allen is a route runner, and that's proven. He is a very good route runner. He gets separation like it's nothing, and he's very, very crispy. And his breaks is also very, very elite. And Cyrus Allen has been building a bond with Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes has been feeding the ball to Cyrus Allen a lot, and Allen's been making some big plays throughout the whole training camp. And it's honestly something very scary, if you ask me, because, like I said, man, we are missing this. We are missing this type of player. Now, Cyrus Allen, he did get injured, but it's just a bone bruise. He should be able to be right back into action very soon. For the Kansas City Chiefs, they have a knack for finding solid contributors in the middle to late rounds of the NFL draft. So a few guys, for example, is guys like Trey Smith, L'Jarius Sneed, and Isaiah Pacheco on day 3. And they may have done it again in 2026. So they used most of their early draft capital on the defensive side of the field, but the Chiefs did finally give Patrick Mahomes another passing game weapon. 15 picks after taking the running back Emmett Johnson, who's going to be very, very good. They capped off the 5th round with Cincinnati's Cyrus Allen. So now it looks like he has a legitimate chance to not only crack the rotation, but also play significant snaps on Andy Reid's offense. And with training camp under the way, Mahomes, and Cyrus Allen, they've been looking very good with each other. So Andy Reid said, quote, "Cyrus had a good day. Quote, I think Pat's got some trust there. We got a long way to go, but we just got to keep growing. Allen has got talent, obviously. He's been able to retain, plus he got a lead up here for 3 days before he got out there. So the stuff that he's been doing the last couple of days." So Allen, people saying, he has a serious injury, but the truth is that he avoided any kind of serious injury. So he collided knees in Saturday's practice, And honestly, the Chiefs wide receiver core isn't really even that deep. So he needs to stay healthy. And then Rashid Rice is the primary pass catcher if he stays healthy and out of trouble, which is 2 big ifs. And then you got Worthy next in line, another injury-prone guy. And Tyquan Thornton, he had a lot of big plays last year, so I expect him to have a bigger role. But there should be more than enough targets for Allen, bro. As the first guy off the bench, he's got to continue to do what he's doing. And Allen made plenty of noise at Cincinnati. His ability to create separation through his route running and make plays at all levels of the field is impressive, But the biggest thing that Allen has that a lot of people don't even realize is that his hands is amazing. And that's what makes him one of the steals of the draft. Man, when you're a wide receiver, all you need is elite route running and elite hands. Look at JSN, for example, Puka Nacua, Jettas, Jamal Chase. What do all them dudes share in common? Elite route running, elite hands. Puka Nacua didn't even have the most flashy college career. He didn't have the most yards, but he had route running and elite hands, both elite route running and elite hands, and you see what Nacua was doing. Now, Cyrus Allen only dropped 1 pass and had 51 catches for 674 yards and 13 touchdowns in his final collegiate season. He also showed a lot of body control. He showed how athletic he is, which is very impressive. He's very athletic. A lot of people don't realize that. He's 5'11". He's 183 pounds. He's not the biggest guy out there. And, people always say, yeah, that could be a bit of an issue against the pro-level comp. And we already have stuff like that with Worthy. And we've seen Worthy has had a tough time dealing with the physicality of the NFL. But remember, not everybody's Tyreek Hill, but the Chiefs did spend a 5th-round pick on an undersized player in Tyreek Hill who didn't look like he was going to be ready for the pros. And he became the best, well, I'm not going to say the best, but he became a top 5, and he became the deadliest and fastest wide receiver in the NFL shortly after, Now, I'm not going to sit here and compare Allen to Tyreek Hill, but, look, man, the similarities is there, except for the speed. But I would say Cyrus Allen is definitely coming in as a better route runner. Now, on the other hand, we got Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, he looks good. He looks good. For somebody who just torn their ACL and their LCL, 7 months ago, I think Patrick Mahomes actually looks pretty good. Obviously, we can't wait to see him in the pads and see him in the padded practices. But there's no doubt that Patrick Mahomes is looking sharp out there. I mean, he's been doing everything that he normally does, and he's doing it pretty good. The knee looks good. The knee looks strong. He looks very good, man. It's not really too much issues when it comes to Patrick Mahomes. So that's good to see out of him. Now, some people are saying Mahomes probably rushed himself back and it's a chance that he's going to get re-injured. But all of that stuff is just like, when people say things like that, they're really just honestly wishing for that to happen because they're scared of what Patrick Mahomes is going to do to their team. But Patrick Mahomes looks amazing. He looks great. And honestly, he just needs to keep connecting on the deep balls. He's been doing that pretty well with Worthy. He's been doing that pretty well with Thornton. But he need to just keep taking his time throughout practice and doing what he got to do. Now, I also seen that Patrick Mahomes, he's been scrambling more than normal. So, yeah, man, it's been a good look seeing Patrick Mahomes healthy and also playing with confidence and looking good as always. So, seeing him come back from injury, a lot of people probably thought he was going to be shaky or Patrick Mahomes wasn't going to be the same. But nah, Patrick Mahomes actually came back looking pretty well. Now, tomorrow I'm going to be covering the padded practices. I'm looking forward to doing probably a 10 to 15 minute video if we could get that much content out of it. Hopefully we can. I'm going to be pointing out everything because the thing with the padded practices, you want to be looking for who's doing what on defense as well. Since the pads now, you could get sacks, you could tackle, you could play more physical. So you want to see Kenneth Walker, how he plays against the defense, how he runs behind this offensive line. You want to see all of these things. And you want to see how Patrick Mahomes plays in pads because it's going to be his first time playing in pads in 7 months since he torn his ACL. So you want to see all of that. So I'm going to be doing a breakdown tomorrow on the offensive line, the defensive line, the safeties, the corners, the wideouts, the running backs, the QBs, everything. I'm just going to be doing a whole breakdown. Now, when it comes to Eric Bieniemy, we still waiting to hear more updates on him and when he'll be returning to the team. Prayers up to him and his family. But yeah, man, like I said, Patrick Mahomes, he's been looking good with Cyrus Allen. They've been connecting pretty well, and the chemistry is there, man. So now it's up to this coaching staff. It's up to Andy Reid to let them play. I remember when Sky Moore was getting snaps. So Sky Moore could get snaps. You got to let your boy Cyrus Allen get some snaps. You feel me? All of that, letting the rookies learn, we got to stop doing that, bro. Let the young dudes play because you be putting out these guys that's not as good as these young guys, and you want to say let the rookies learn. It don't work like that. Feel me? Let them sit back. Let them learn by letting them play. The Chiefs going to have no choice but to use their rookies this year because if they don't, then we're not going to do nothing. The rookies going to have to make something happen, honestly. They're going to have to play because if we don't use our rookies, the team is not going to be good. And I believe in the rookies we got. So it's been your boy, and I'm out. Peace.